What's up, guys? Viking here, showing off my Kerbal Space program from an Xbox space station that I made the other day. Took a good while. I guess it was the other weekend. It technically took more than one day. But I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, it is a little dark. Oh, I messed it up. But let me turn on the lights. I kind of went overboard with the lights in hindsight, but it looks really cool even at night. So this took, let's see, 6 individual launches. So first launched was this core piece here. And currently there's only the one person on it, Lin Ming. She's alone up here right now, but I do intend on bringing some stuff up and bringing more people up here and everything, so it'll be cool. But yeah, so it was first this little core piece here. And just as a reminder, this is on console. It's on the Xbox One. I don't have it on PC, so I've never been able to play it with that level of control or anything. So I'm real happy with what it came out with. And I fully disclaim, this is science, or not a science mode. This is a sandbox. This is not a career. This is not science mode. This is a full just sandbox. But it took a lot of work and a lot of docking, so I'm pretty proud of it. So yeah, but so it was just these pieces to that docking port there. The second part there was down below there is a taxi, as I am calling it. It is basically just a Wolfhound engine and a shitload of monopropellant and control shit. So after I got this main part up and then the taxi, I would bring the other parts up one at a time. And actually I left that part on to be able to show you how. So the pieces would dock to the rockets that brought them up. Well, connect to, not necessarily dock, at those ports right there. And then each one would also have one like that. That is the one that the taxi would then clamp onto, bring it. I would get the rocket within like 2 or 3 kilometers of it, bring it in and get it all nice and close and on the same journey, basically, you know. Then bring the taxi over, dock it to it, undock the rocket, and deorbit the rocket segment. And then use the taxi to bring it over and dock it with this. And then any pieces that applied to, undock it so you have it looking cool and everything. So the first piece was that core center and then the taxi. I guess I don't know order after that, but let's just kind of go through them. So this is the living quarters here. We have 2 Kerbal storage containers that hold 4 each, and then a science container and another capsule end like the one in the center there again. I thought it looked really cool. It also has our antenna. I put a science arm on there, and like look, I'll be real, I put a lot of things on here that I didn't need to, because this is sandbox. I don't really care, but it looks really cool. And I don't even know what this one is, but it spins all the time, so it looks real cool. Yeah, so that's the living quarters, you know, that's where the science and the life goes down. Then you got this is effectively just the storage over here. You've got lots of control, just stacks of batteries and xenon tanks. And pretty much everything in this stack has at least a little bit of room so that any ships coming up can also dump some of the fuel or ore. Like I've got an ore tank on here, so it can not absorb, but hold some good ore. And then I even threw on the converter at the end there just to be able to make use of anything that actually happens. And then it also has a docking on the end. I did leave the docking on the end of 2 of them here so that I do still have the largest docking port available. Then this next one is the docking, which is very convenient to match up with what I have been saying. Effectively one of each size, you know. You got the juniors, the mediums, the inflatable airlocks. Effectively, I put these ones way out here so that if there is a gigantic vessel that doesn't have the biggest one, you can still give a lot of room, and like I can bring in a bunch of the solar panels and just give that ship a lot of room and still let it dock with that port. And then this one I'm the proudest of, but also a little frustrated. I have edited the stack so that this is not an issue next time. I put the coupler on backwards so it doesn't eject it. Instead, it just is there. But anyways, it still works. I have tested it. I do have a quick save, so I'm going to just go ahead and show how this works because I'm really proud of it. These are escape pods. They're modular escape pods. I have another one ready effectively, so if/when I use all of these, they will just be ready to break away and use. I couldn't get the ones I wanted to use to work. I effectively was going to do something similar to the docking station here, but then just have really, really tiny jetpacks effectively that would bring you in. But I just couldn't get them to work the way I wanted to, and I couldn't get the aerodynamics to work correctly, so this is what I came up with. Actually, I'm not gonna undo it, just because there's really no need to, because I'm not gonna take it all the way down. But the Kerbonauts are able to get all the way to this one, undock that, and make their way with that tiny little tank and engine down to the surface of the planet. These are in no way intended to like actually take you anywhere. I'm sure there are some players that could get this thing to the Mun, probably, maybe Minmus, but really that's not what it's intended for. It's an escape pod. So that's really all it is. And I was really, really happy when I brought this center part up. I'm like, what was that? That's the thing that was on the front there. Anyways, when I brought this center console area up, every single one of these tanks was completely empty. But I happened to constantly over fuel my my expeditions, so I ended up filling pretty much all of them. I think I've used some out of one of them. Can I even... have I? Well, there's only one left, so... oh, nailed it. No, they are all full. So those are all full. But look at here, I'll show the fuel. Like, it really is a beefcake. Oh, hey now, just click it. It really is a beefcake of a space station. Has the capacity for almost 18,000 ox. So much monopropellant. Like, it's literally designed to just be a really convenient storehouse of everything, so that anything needs to dock to refuel, it can handle it. Something needs to dock to refuel and it's got some extra ore to dump, cool, it can handle that. Like, this is just really the utilitarian everything. And when it comes down to it, all the arms are modular. They can all undock and be replaced or whatever it need be. It's a Wolfhound on the bottom here, and because it's a Wolfhound and it's just there down basically, it has such good control and power. So like, I could probably even deorbit all the arms and still recover the taxi just fine and be able to refuel it. Yeah, so that is the space station that I made. I'm sure I'm going to end up making more and improving on them, but that's the very first really large thing I've ever put in a constant orbit, which, for better or worse, I did decide to do it where it is. As you can see, it is kind of at a higher orbit. I considered putting it around well, a low orbit, like under 90K, but it just didn't seem utilitarian, I guess. Like, I don't know, there's just so much other stuff flying down there that it wouldn't take that much to get it up there. So it's at about 200,000. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I fully do intend on bringing an SSTO up here and docking it. Bringing a good crew of Kerbonauts up with it. Just, yeah, having a good time with it. Again, for better or worse, this is in sandbox mode, but I'm sure I'll get there in career. I'm playing career again, so it'll happen soon. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it.